everything in the material world has a light body. So when you talk about spiritual things, for instance, let's talk about Oshun. She has a physical manifestation or emanation within the world, and her physical manifestation is actually Toxoplasma Gondii, okay? And this is a parasite that infects rodents basically and makes them lose all of their fear when they are approaching cats, so that they can seduce the cat, right, into eating them. And this ensures the survival of this particular parasite by replicating within the cat. That's the entire goal. However, the energetic frequency or the light code of this particular parasite, which is a water spirit, is actually emanated as Oshun, and a feminine deity which operates in exactly the same manner if you think about it on a light or spiritual level. Toxoplasma Gondii not only causes rodents to lose their sense of fear and seduce cats into eating them so that they can, they do this form of mind control over the rodent basically and take over their minds so that they can go in front of these cats and the cats will eat them, which causes this particular thing to replicate and ensures the survival of its species. When you're talking about energies like Oshun, the toxoplasma, actually there's studies that show that it makes people more beautiful, okay? And they have used this in research, and people tend to look more beautiful when they are inhabited by this particular parasite, meaning that their faces become more asymmetrical. So if you've ever worked with the deity Oshun, you will understand this 1000%, meaning that you are inhabited or taken over by this energy that causes you to be more feminine and beautiful. So Oshun being this particular, parasite is not a bad thing. I know some people may look at this video and try to crucify me for saying, oh, Oshun is actually a parasite. No, that is the physical embodiment of what she represents in the physical. And that goes for all other entities, okay? They all have a physical emanation, whether that be a bed bug, which is Baal or Beelzebub, and any other entity or light entity that you do in conjure has a physical manifestation within this material world. It may be something unassuming as a parasite, but it operates in the same way. That is why demons and jinn are also emanations of parasites and things that take over the cell, which actually occupies the brain, okay? The same way that a jinn spirit is taking over the brain is the same way a parasite takes over the cells within a body. It is not to diminish any of the light beings by saying that they exist within a physical matter-based body and they are a parasite, or they are a bug or a bird or a dog or a wolf or whatever the case may be. You're talking about their physical manifestation versus their light body, which has two totally different things. The light body of these particular entities are sentient energies that possess certain magical powers or different angles of light that manifest in certain ways, and they are just encased in matter. So it's important to understand the two and not be offended by the fact that I'm saying this, because I'm saying it in a way that helps you to understand that we are all, including those things, experiencing the material reality, and there is a light world and a material world, and they are two totally different, though they intermingle in a very intimate way for us to learn and understand how both work. As you can see from this diagram that I created, Maman Brigette's Vive is basically an emanation of the photon light body of the element of copper, okay? And this explains why you see, or there's conjured that Maman Brigette has red hair, okay? Because the sentient energy that is copper is manifested as this. And what I have done in this diagram is merged both so that you can understand how this may look energetically. When Maman Brigette is speaking, basically she is showing you this particular Vive, and it's showing you how the energy is constructed, okay? And copper in and of itself is also known to reduce the risk of STDs. How much further would we be along scientifically if we understand that Maman Brigette's qualities in terms of her curing STDs would benefit us using the element of copper? When we fell into the physical matter-based existence, we are light beings, okay? We are not the melanin in our skin. We are not the copper in our skin. We are not any of the elements that kind of make up our physical matter-based bodies. We are photon light, okay? And you need to understand that this is technology, okay? This is magnetic resonance causing all of the matter to take the path of least resistance to merge onto your body so that you can engage and interact with the physical material world. You are not the skin suit. You are a photon light being, okay? And yes, we have copper and elements that are intermerged with us. However, we are not those elements. They in and of themselves are their own sentient energies, and they have their own properties and physical nature.